Okay, hello and welcome to our seminar, Leading Dogs in Balance. My name is Stephanie Hornung, and please allow me to quickly introduce myself. I'm sure you will be a bit surprised that even though I am teaching a dog seminar with my friend Katja Krauss, I am not a dog trainer, I am a horse trainer, and I'm standing in front of you today to teach you about dogs. And there's a very good reason. A few years ago I visited Katja and watched her at a dog clinic. One participant complained that she had such problems with her German Shepherd, who was pulling on his leash, and she just couldn't control him because he weighed over 70 pounds. Well, that got me thinking. A normal riding horse weighs around 1,300 pounds. So what is it that horse people are doing differently when they are training not only the horses, but also the handlers and riders? As horse people, we have to be able to lead these large, strong, muscular and very fast and flighty animals, and we can never rely on our strength. Maybe you've seen small children lead huge dogs and it works perfectly. Sometimes they can control a dog that adults cannot control. Okay, let's get started. The name of the seminar is Leading Dogs in Balance, and we will get started right away by looking at our center. I'm sitting in the center of the circle so you can all see me. I'd like to ask all of you to slide forward to the edge of your chair and to place one hand on your stomach with your thumb in your belly button. Place your other hand on the middle of your back, just opposite your first hand. You can place your back hand with the palm or the back of the hand against the back. It doesn't matter. So imagine that you have a bowling ball in your pelvis. If you rock your pelvis back and forth, as I am showing you here, you can imagine how the bowling ball would roll back and forth. So you have met your center and played with shifting it to the back to see the effect that has on your emotions and posture. Now I would like to show you another exercise that you may find even more unusual than finding your center. You may have never heard of this. It is called grounding. So to find out what your habit is, I suggest that we start with you shifting your body weight from one leg to the other. Shift your weight onto the left leg, then the right leg. When stressed, most people have the tendency to keep their feet close together. However, that minimalizes your base of support, and physically you become unstable. One thing that really supports us in leading dogs in balance is the Tellington TTouch method. Let's get started. I'm using Timmy, Stuffy, as our helper because he is always very cooperative. First, I will show you Noah's March, because we start a lot of our TTouch sessions with this TTouch. The first time I touch a new dog, or even my own dog, I try to become aware of him. I'll do this by gently stroking him all over. So, Timmy and I have known each other for quite a few years now, so with him I can start. Timmy, could you please have a seat? By placing my flat hand on his body and stroking him all over. You're welcome to join me with your dogs. If I don't know the dog at all, I use the back of my hand. For many animals this is not as threatening, or at least it doesn't seem as threatening as if I reach for them with my open hand. Exactly. You stroke in slow motion, so you can get a sense of how is my dog feeling today and how does his body feel. Just get a sense of it and cover the entire body. Our next point is breathing. Breathing is a pretty exciting subject in connection with dealing with animals. They are very aware of our mood and can read that through the way we're breathing. So the hot tip of the day, if you're in a situation and it is not going as planned, rule number 1, exhale. I think that is the most important thing you can do, because in a stressful situation, your animal will hold his breath, and so will you. It's a normal part of human and animal life. What is most important is what happens in the second after that. So when you think, I have to exhale, and then you do it, no matter how fake it feels to you or how forced, it is 1,000 times better than holding your breath. So before you go ahead and try this with your dogs through the obstacle course, I would like to talk a little bit about a second subject. It is very closely connected with your breathing, and that is how you use your eyes. Yes, the use of your eyes. And you are probably wondering what your eyes have to do with a dog seminar. Well, our eyes and how we use them are also part of our body language. Your dog is very aware of this. Even when he is not looking at you, he knows where you are looking and how you are using your eyes. My advice would be to go into the obstacle course with your dogs and play with this. Hold your breath. You don't need to stare at the other dogs, that's not very polite, but you can stare at something else. Stare at an obstacle, that tree or whatever you like, or just stare into the distance, and then feel how and what that changes in your body. And how do your dogs respond? We have now been spending a lot of time working on ourselves. Let's see how what we learned can be transferred to leading the dogs. For that, I would like to show you a leading exercise from the Tellington TTouch work that is called the balance leash. Therefore, dive under the leash, place your thumb on top, and now I have the possibility to give the dog really small, precise signals. I still have all this extra leash in my hand. I'll leave it for now. I will slide my hand that is closer to the dog slightly across the shoulder, and with the other hand I place the loop that I created between my two hands in front of the dog's chest.